Does your personal operating system have a virus? Oh my goodness, we're going to talk about it on today's podcast. Hi, my name is Michael Johnson. I'm a ballroom dance professional, a life coach, and a peak performance expert. I'm part of a group of motivated people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We've realized life is a dance. The ups and downs can spin you out of your mind, but it's time to take back control. It's time to become a lifer. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. We are a new breed of overachievers. Emotional mastery is our journey, and unlocking our full potential is the key. Welcome to the journey. We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson here with the Magic for Life podcast, and I'm so glad that you guys all joined me today. And we're doing a live recording on Facebook. Some of you might see this on YouTube, so we're excited. If you're on YouTube, go and like and subscribe. You have to hit the notification bell, otherwise you won't get notified when we do new episodes. Like I said, we do episodes, brand new episodes 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but we also post some of our back episodes on YouTube on the other days. So anyway, I'm glad you guys joined me, and I'm excited to have you guys all here. We are having a party, quarantined from the coronavirus, and yeah, I know, I'm smiling. It's not a laughing matter. It really isn't. I know there's a lot of people that are having a rough time. We're all having a challenging time. You know, I own a ballroom studio, for those of you that didn't know that. And when you can't get within 6 feet of each other, it's really rough to run a ballroom studio. You know, people, when they're quarantined, you know, and aren't allowed to come out, it's kind of rough to run a ballroom studio when nobody wants to go to the studio. So anyway, so we're doing other things. But for those of you that don't know, I also have my personal development company, Magic for Life, and that's what this podcast is all about. So today we're going to be talking about, does your personal operating system have a virus, right? Because there's all this talk about this virus, right? And for some, this virus is not great. You know, if your immune system's down, if you're older and you have a bad immune system, obviously it's not great for you. And so, you know, you guys gotta take care, and hopefully you're building up your immune system. You know, doing the classic immune system things, right? Get your body balanced, alkaline. You know, all that good stuff. Put some water in your lemon. Oh, wait, I said that backwards. Put some lemon in your water. You know, do some things like that help boost your immune system. Take care of your body so that if you do happen to get this virus, that it works through you like a typical cold. With a lot of people, it does. And if you look through and look at the research, there's a lot of people that their immune systems are okay, and it works through just like a cold. And so, you know, that's great. And then there's a lot of other people that their immune systems aren't ready and prepared to handle it. Some older people with already determined health issues are having a rough time with it, and so it's a doozy. But you can be all right. You can be okay. Just take care of your body and get it prepared. But the virus that I wanted to talk about today is maybe something that could be a bit more serious. And we're not talking about the outside virus. We're talking about the inside virus. You see, we know that with computers, that if you click on a bad website, and you expose your computer, your operating system, to a virus, that it could wreak havoc. In fact, many of us in today's day and age have possibly even experienced this, where you get a virus on your computer and it infects little things here and there, and then all of a sudden your computer slows down and it gets worse and worse. And as it gets worse, your functioning elements on your computer, your programs stop working, your browser starts getting slow, it starts turning on slower. Pretty soon you find yourself needing to take your computer in to some specialist, or trying to find some virus software that will remove it from your computer. And this can be challenging because sometimes the software that's out there, you can't tell whether it's the virus or not. And just like with any computer virus, our normal operating systems, our normal systems for running our daily life can get infected with a virus. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means that you could be running automatic programs that you do every day that might actually be causing problems. And you may not have even set these programs up. And this is the tricky part, right? You might not have actually created some of these programs. I love talking about anchors. And if you haven't learned about an anchor is simple. An anchor is just like a boat would go out to sea, it would drop an anchor and the boat would stay. Now, they've learned to drop two anchors so that the boat doesn't spin around in a circle, right? So you drop two anchors, one on each side, and it helps keep that boat stable. It helps hold it down. Well, an anchor that you could set up might actually hold you down or hold you doing something. Now, there can be great anchors and there can be horrible anchors. You can set your own anchors up on yourself, or other people could accidentally, or hopefully not purposefully, but sometimes that happens. What's up, Sasha? What's up, Michael? Thanks for joining me today. And, with these anchors that you set up, they can be really, really great for you, and so I would encourage you to start to think about these anchors. Now, we're going to talk about some of them today. And honestly, to address this idea of having a virus in your operating system, we all need operating system upgrades. And we know that. We know we need upgrades to our operating system. Why? It's shoved down our throat on a daily basis. We all have a cell phone. We all have a cell phone, and our cell phone constantly updates. They say, oh, big system update. And oh, no, somebody's doing, I can't remember the last big update. There was one for one of the phones. I think it was for Apple that came out, and everybody freaked out because it messed up a whole bunch of things. Right. And they quickly had to redo it and do it again. And all of the operating systems have that, right? The developers and programmers in the background, they try to do their best coding and they try to do their best thing. And inevitably, we as humans take their program and we mess it up. And it's rough, right? Because we mess up what is happening. As we use the program and the operating system, we put it to a test. And then all of a sudden we find the bugs and all the things that go wrong with it. And so as that happens, they have to fix it and update it again. And so we're used to this. We're used to this idea that we need updates to our operating system. Well, what operating system are you running? Is it on the 1.0 version or the 2.0 version? Which operating system are you on? What's up, Shayna? It's tough, right? Because as you look at your own internal operating system, it's sometimes hard to see. And it's sometimes hard to get in the way of some of the things that you've been doing. I just recently read this amazing book by Catherine Jones. And if you haven't read it, it's called, let me just not mess it up, Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results. This is a ridiculously good book, and it is written beautifully. It's easy to read. It's lighthearted and very spunky, and it's awesome. So I highly recommend you guys go find it. Just Google it, and Catherine Jones. You're not gonna miss it. Go find it. You're gonna want to read it. It's a super easy read, and yet it is so powerful. And so I want you to go find it and read it, because you can get through it pretty quick if you're a quick reader, and you can start to implement it right away. And honestly, talking about anchors in relationships, she's talking about automating your routines, and you want to go do that. You want to start to automate your routines. In fact, you probably have done that. You probably have a routine for what you do in the morning, and you get up and you maybe brush your teeth at the same time, and you probably go through the same action or the same routine every morning, and you probably take a shower in the same way, dry off in the same way, pick out your clothes in the same way. And you can go through these routines and make them better for yourself, or maybe you haven't done that yet. There's a lot of really great examples, and she gives a lot of them in her book, so I'm not going to spoil that for you, but you should go read it. It's an awesome book, and you should definitely check it out. So anyway, as we talk about anchors, though, I want to dig in a little deeper because I'm the emotions guy, right? I always talk about emotions. I talk about upgrading your emotional operating system. And this is such an important thing because, for goodness sakes, you're willing to upgrade so many things in your life. You're willing to upgrade your phone and your refrigerator and your car. And I mean, for goodness sakes, you upgrade everything in your world. So you should upgrade your emotional operating system, because last I checked, they haven't done a really great job of teaching us how to be happy. In fact, we're not in the top uh, uh, education system rankings of learning in the world, right? You look at Finland and they're ranked number 6, maybe higher at this point, for education. And you talk to them. If you haven't seen that documentary, you should go see it. Just look up Finland school systems. It's a documentary on YouTube. And they talk about how happiness is one of their priorities. They teach the kids how to be happy. Hey, lifers, don't forget to get your free copy of the Every Minute book. You can find it at everyminutebook.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.